Hi, my name is Tomasz and you're watching Casual DIY channel. If you want to learn a little bit more about this cordless angle grinder from Trend, well, you are definitely in the right place. I'm going to talk about the features it has, what comes in the box. So let's have a look at it. I had this angle grinder for a few weeks now and I have been messing around with it quite a lot, to be fair, and my general impressions are actually very good. But before we actually dive into the details, I just want to make it to you very clear that this tool has been sent to me free of charge by Trend themselves. Obviously there is no script, I'm not getting paid for making this video or anything like that, so you can be assured that whatever I say, it's what I think. And I think this tool is actually quite solid, guys. So what do you get in the box? The box obviously is quite small. All the paperwork, instructions and all that, we're not going to bother with that. Okay, the body itself, as you can see, it's actually not too big and it's very, very light compared to my cordless Black & Decker one. And I have to say, the handle here itself, it's actually fairly thin. It's easy to grab and I actually do like that. And the material on it is this nice rubber that, you know, even if your hands get sweaty a little bit, you're not going to lose control from this tool. On top of it, obviously, you will get your handle. It's supposed to reduce the vibration, so it's specially designed to control the vibrations as you are working with your tool. The handle itself, it just works absolutely fine. And even after a few hours of cutting metal sheets, I was feeling absolutely fine. There was no tiredness in my hands at all. Now, there's a very cool hidden feature in this handle, which made me actually smile at the start when I seen it. In the end of the handle itself, you actually got a really cool compartment for the locking key. Absolutely great. I really like that because the locking key from my Black & Decker I've actually lost it twice, so I'm on my third key. So that is actually very cool and I do like that. Now with the machine itself, you can place it on either of the sides of the machine, so depending on, you know, which side you're working on or anything like that, it just screws on. Super simple, just like that. You know, easy of use, really easy and quickly you can change the size, so it's definitely a nice feature to have. The tool itself operates on an 18-volt brushless motor, so hopefully it will serve a long time and won't cause any issues in the future. The tool itself with no load will deliver 8,500 RPMs, so it's definitely not the quickest on the market. However, so far, you know, I've been cutting metal and we're going to go through a few tests so you can check yourself. I've been cutting some paving blocks as well, so it managed just fine, no issues at all. The cutting disc diameter you can install in this is 115 millimeters and the disc bore 22 millimeters. Well, what else do you actually get in the box? Well, we've got two guards, one for cutting, one for grinding, and I actually do like the design of these as they are, you don't have to have any special keys, they are easily placed on your machine and you can replace them really quickly or change their position very quickly. So that's a really cool feature here. I'm going to show that a bit later on how to install that and how it all works. On top of that, you get two flanges. One is a standard one that you need the key that I already showed you that you've got in your handle, and another one that's keyless. Absolutely fantastic. This little bad boy will not require any additional keys. So it does have this little handle here. It's magnetic, so it's not going to open itself as you operate. And you can just, you know, screw it onto your machine and it will stay in place, no issues at all. And when you're done with it, just like that, the magnetic ring works. And yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. Very cool feature. On the top of the machine, just over here, you do have the locking button. So basically when you press that, the spindle will stop spinning and you could install you know, your disc and everything else. Okay, and let's just quickly have a quick look at the on off switch for the machine itself, as I really do like that. It's a long paddle, so it's easy to press and hold. You don't have to stress your arm with this. So basically that's your safety pin here, so you need to pull that first, and then you're going to be able to press the whole on switch. And I have to say, the design here is absolutely fantastic. That's one of the guards we're going to be installing. Just undo the clip here, and it does have 2 notches in that, and you've got 2 spaces just in here, so you need to marry those up so you can place it, and you can put it in any position you want. So basically you can just spin it to whichever position you feel comfortable with, or how you're going to be holding the tool, making sure that's in a nice and stable position. Lock that in place, and this is going absolutely nowhere. Very good solution here. Right, let's whack the flanges in like so, and we're going to use the keyless flange. Really cool feature. Okay, it starts to spin. I'm going to press that button there. Perfect. Okay, nice and secure, no additional keys needed. However, you do have the standard flange and the key in the handle, so you are covered on all sides. Now when you're done messing around and installing your blades, at this point you can put the battery in. Okay, not before. You definitely don't want to have your battery when you're changing the blade. Never ever do that. First of all, 3mm sheet of steel. As you can see, no issues at all. Next we're going to cut this steel profile. The sides are 2mm in thickness, so let's give it a go. And again, it did a fantastic job. The next thing we're going to try to cut is a 12mm threaded rod, so we'll see how that's going to go. And now a metal pipe where the sides are 4mm thick. I have to say, I'm actually really pleased with this machine. The weight of it, including the battery, is actually not too heavy at all. And I really like how you can operate this tool without any additional tools, or actually having the tool storage on board. Absolutely fantastic feature there. However, I wouldn't be myself if I didn't pick on something. Now, I am quite disappointed that this tool does not offer a variable RPMs, so you cannot change how quick this machine operates. It's set up to 8,500 under no load, which is not the fastest, I have to say. However, over the past few weeks I was testing it on many things, including brickwork outside, and it didn't skip a beat and it worked absolutely fine. And that was one of my biggest worries, that a cordless angle grinder like this, probably going to cut out, probably going to have too much load on it, and it's not going to do the job correctly. However, I was really surprised how well it tackled everything, and it never missed a beat. So I'm really impressed with this tool. Now, yes, the variable speed, that could sometimes come in handy when it comes to these tools, and I actually use my angle grinders to make serving boards with antlers. I'm going to drop you a clip now how I actually make them, and yes, it's a very messy process, as you can see. And because of that project, I would really like to have the ability to change the RPMs on this machine. Unfortunately, this tool doesn't offer that. However, in that particular case, the one benefit that I'm really happy with is the lack of the cord, as that wire on my Black & Decker was getting in the way, and it is getting in the way of that specific project all the time. And now having a cordless version is absolutely fantastic. Plus I don't have to worry about extension leads when I'm doing some brickwork outside. You know, it's a really great tool and a fantastic solution. And yes, I was proven wrong in this case that a battery operated angle grinder could be underpowered. In this case, it's absolutely fine. However, there's one more downside to this tool. It's just expensive. That's the problem with the battery powered tools. The body itself, it's not too bad, but obviously the package I had was the bare body. On top of that, you need to buy the batteries and a charger. Now, fortunately enough, I already had the battery and a charger, so it's not too bad. But yeah, it's not the cheapest thing you can get, and obviously the corded versions will be far cheaper. Now I'm going to drop you some links down below in the description of this video to this particular tool, or some other options you can have a look as well, and corded versions as well, so you can actually see the difference in prices. Okay, so definitely worth checking that out. From my own personal perspective, and this is just me, a guy on YouTube, been using this tool for a while, for I think about 3 weeks now. I love it. It's really great. It's a shame it's missing that variable speed, but hey, it's not too bad at all, and I'm definitely going to be using this over my corded Black & Decker. Now, if you are interested in tools or tool reviews, and you want to see what actually I've got in my workshop, there's some playlists just over here. You can go and click them, and all the tools I've got in my workshop, all the reviews will be there for you. So click on those, and I'll see you on my next video. Take care.